Hello, in this video we will go over how to create a space using VoiceThread where students can create and share presentations online. To begin, go to the content area that you'd like to add this activity to, put your mouse over the Build Content button in the top of the page, and then choose VoiceThread. Give your assignment a name, and then add some directions for your assignment here. Since presentations typically have longer directions and rubrics, you can either copy-paste that all into the description box here, or you can use the Browse Local Files button to attach something you might already have in a document format. Once you've got your directions sorted out, under Enable Evaluation, choose Yes, and then type 100 under Points Possible. Scroll down a little bit further, and then click Submit. Now, click on your new Presentations VoiceThread link. And on the page that comes up, we're going to choose the Assignment Builder button. Here we're going to choose Create, and then Continue. Now we can configure how students will interact with the tool as they complete their presentations. Because of the way this tool works, I recommend setting the number of comments students must record on their own VoiceThread to 1, even though they most likely will do more, and then the number of slides required can be set to whatever you have for the assignment. So if you want them to have 5 slides, you'd set it here, and that can be a minimum, or you can do maximum. You can configure it however works best for your assignment. A little bit further down, you can determine what types of comments they are allowed to make. So with all of them checked, they can record audio, video, or add text comments on each of their slides. Sometimes folks want to uncheck text so that everything is narrated using audio, but it's up to you. You won't allow students to add slides to any VoiceThreads for this assignment checked, but you will enable threaded commenting. As you move down a little bit further, you'll see Student Gallery. If you want students to be able to see what each other has posted and comment on each other's presentations, you'll check this box. If you just want students to record presentations that only you are able to see as the instructor, you wouldn't check this box. But for this example, I'm going to check it. Now I'll click Continue. I'm able to review my assignment name and some instructions, and when I scroll down here, I can choose a start, due date, and close date. The start date determines when they're able to start working on this assignment, the due date is the date that will visibly show that it is due, and the close date is when they'll no longer be able to do any work on the assignment. Typically the close date and the due date are the same, but if you'd like to give students a couple of days cushion to earn late points, you can have the close date be a few days after the due date. If you leave them all blank as I am, it just keeps it open indefinitely. At the bottom of the page, you'll see assessment options where you can choose to grade with percentage or points, which should be familiar where you type in a number grade, or you can do complete/incomplete where you evaluate students simply by saying whether or not they completed the assignment. I'm going to leave it on the default percentage, and then I'll click Publish. And that's it. Now when I come back to VoiceThread area, I'm going to see my new presentations VoiceThread link, and when I click on it, it's going to load the page where I'll be able to access students' submissions once they've made them. Once they start submitting, their names won't show unattempted, they will show attempted or submitted, and when you click on their name, it will load their presentation for you to watch, and a box will appear underneath their name for you to type in a grade.